Nicholson. Number 12, Moses Akimana. Number 14, Nemanja Voldis. Number 16, Jan Schumacher. Number 17, Adam Tibbs. And number 22, Alex Frank. The head coach of the Mascots is Mike Harper. Assistant coaches Jim Ritchie and Barry Morgan.
This is the first game ever.
That was a very enthusiastic.
What do we do?
Way to come out.
And now the starting lineup for your Bowling Green State University Falcons. In goal, the senior from Toulouse, France, number 24, Anthony Boembia.
Good in that SMU in the second half.
A junior midfielder from Copley, Ohio, number 2, Vinny Warner. A junior defender from France, number 4, Achille Robin. A senior defender from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, number 5, Tom Roble. A junior midfielder from Holland, Ohio, number 8, Zach Fisher. A senior midfielder from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 9, Charlie Majeski. A freshman defender from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, number 13, Michael Montgomery. A sophomore defender from Marysville, Ohio, number 18, Matt Walter.
Our numbers are impossible to see.
A sophomore midfielder from Gahanna, Ohio, number 20, Vincent Lakoska.
Yeah. He mentioned to
A
me.
junior midfielder from Naperville, Illinois, number 22, Chris Sullivan.
Trying to play.
And a freshman midfielder from Sylvania, Ohio, number 27, Nathan Master.
I'm thinking anybody.
Director of Soccer Operations, Kyle Milner. Assistant coaches, Sean Teepan, Nate Kaponik, and Matt Curran. And in his 11th season at the helm of the Orange and Brown, head coach, Eric Nickel.
Close to back, but he's not playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask that everybody please rise and direct your attention to the flags at the north end of Cochran Stadium as we honor America, as well as all those who have served, those who are serving, and those who will be serving in our armed forces with the play of our national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to a brisk Cochran Field here in Bowling Green, Ohio. My name is Steven. I'm joined in the booth by Shane. First time broadcasting with you, Shane. Welcome to the booth.
Yeah, thanks, Steven. I'm excited to be here, excited to watch some Bowling Green soccer.
Yeah, I am too, and it's been a while since I have been in BG, and the Falcons have been in BG at the same time, so I have been craving seeing the team in person, and we're so glad for all of our viewers who are on now. I will say it's kind of a nasty one out. Well, there's no rain, but it's a little chilly, and the Falcon faithful have turned out a little bit, but those bleachers are looking cold, so it's going to be a real, I think, test of will tonight. And Falcons looking to rebound after a couple tough losses in a row. But we know Coach Nichols has them ready to play and looking to come out of this game with a win, get back on track, and really make a run in the conference.
Yeah, I mean they haven't won a game inside the conference yet, and that's a little bit disappointing. But obviously, it's not going to happen tonight.
Yeah,
Purdue-Fort Wayne not
right,
in the MAC conference, but
I should say
they want to get back on track tonight.
The 2-1 result against Akron, there's a lot of positives to take from that. Anytime you go into Akron and you come out, you'd like to get a result. But I think that 2-1 there is a score that we could deal with. And I think we just need goals, right? We just need scoring, and the team is really going to miss Chris Brennan, his explosiveness on the ball. But we have a lot of other players that are anxious to get on the score sheet as well. So it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
All right.
Yeah, we are getting ready to kick off here.
Ready to kick off. I'm trying to figure out, Shane, which way the wind is blowing because the birds are flying all over the place.
Yes.
And from the flag, it looks like it's blowing. Well, it's blowing from the south, and it's kind of blowing every which way. So.
Yeah, it's been a windy day here in Bowling Green, as it normally is. If you've ever lived or been in Bowling Green, it's normally windy, especially around this time of the year.
Yep. BG trying to play out of the back here to start. There was a little dicey moment there.
And we'll see if Bowling Green can really take these guys over physically in this game. It's a team that hasn't seen a lot of success, that being Purdue-Fort Wayne lately, especially in the goals department. They've gone 6 games without a goal, and I think if you're Bowling Green, you want to continue that streak for them.
Absolutely, yeah. You were talking about some pretty crazy statistics, and we know that Purdue-Fort Wayne is a D1 soccer program, and we certainly have the respect for them that they deserve. But we know that they have not scored a goal in a while. As they threatened there with a header. We don't want to jinx it either.
Yeah.
That's why I led that off by
jinx.
saying how much we respect the team. We just know they've been in a goal drought.
They were 3-3 at one point in this season.
Yeah.
So they can get they have proven. It's not like they're 0-14 this season. They're 3-11, but they are a very, very good. I shouldn't say very good team, but they are a serviceable team. And if Bowling Green doesn't watch out, I mean, they could
absolutely
get caught by surprise here.
Yep. Yeah, and you said something about the physical game too. At the end of the day, this soccer is a very physical game, and sometimes it's about who wants it more. And they're going to be hungry for goals, having gone this long without one. So.
Yes,
last year, was it last year or the year before? Bowling Green was the last team to give up a goal in Division I men's soccer. So BG can be pretty stingy as well.
Yeah, and obviously Bowling Green, like I said, they're 0-2 in conference. Obviously, 7-5 7-5-1 overall in the season. So they've had some success, big wins early in the season over teams like Northwestern and Wisconsin. So this Bowling Green team really can score, led by their leading goal scorer Chris Sullivan, who will look to get on the score sheet.
Yeah, and
tonight.
Chris Sullivan is not just scoring; he's also providing assists too.
Exactly,
so.
he's the leader in assists as well.
Yep.
5 assists, 5 goals. And of course,
I saw his brother
Chris
Joe
Brennan
in the stands here rooting the side on. He's going to be chilly out there, but we always appreciate former players coming back and supporting the team. So Purdue seems to be having some joy up these flanks. They're trying to maybe cross a ball in. So early on, we do see an ambitious attack, and again, you've got to take every team seriously.
And this is, like you said, we came in saying those crazy stats about Purdue-Fort Wayne, but they have definitely been in this Bowling Green's half of the field more often, and
long
threatening
throwing
here.
And it looks like maybe they're going to capitalize on a few height advantages. Just looking now, number 6, James Lamb is a big boy. So if they can whip some crosses into him, maybe try to have some headed balls.
Yeah, and you're definitely seeing him coming up from the back four, trying to get in the middle there. And
absolutely.
Early in this game.
Yep, and I'm glad you said that because I think more and more teams are expecting goals from center backs on set pieces,
Yes.
right, where they'll come up, and it does leave you a little exposed on the counter, right? That's
Yeah.
the only thing is then you're asking your centers to, like, sprint back to cover.
Yeah,
but
we don't know how quick he is. I guess we'll
Right.
get a gauge in this game
sure.
as it goes on. But, yeah, as Purdue-Fort Wayne now threatening again here. Don't have the numbers, but is making a wry pass there.
Zach Bisher on the ball, so reliable through the middle of the field, and then Chris Sullivan wanted the return ball there. I believe that was Vinny Warner. Nope, Tom Roble. I'm sorry. These lights and these orange on the gray make it a little tricky, so pardon as we sort out numbers. Great steal there.
These are very hard numbers for Bowling Green to see.
Yeah.
Very clear for Purdue-Fort Wayne. Bowling Green,
Some of
not
the
as much.
hairstyles I can tell, you know.
Yeah.
When it's sometimes with Charlie Majeski you can tell, or sometimes when it's Buddha out there, you can tell Zach Bisher with that shock of red hair. But
It looks like we're gonna have a throw in here. Long throw in.
great throw in. Wow, that almost looked like a set piece where that was designed to come backwards, kind of off the back of his head. That was pretty cool.
Nice and good chance there. Just couldn't put it back in the net.
Yeah, that looked very practiced. If not, they made it look good. Gilles Robin, fantastic center back from France. And Achille is always trying to get up into the offensive action as well. So look for him to make those runs. In fact, the last game I called here, he made a Messi-like run from one half of the field to the other, and then the whole stadium kind of gasped as he had to get back and cover. So BG in the attack here. Nice
the type
little
of player
movement.
he is.
Oh,
very
boy.
aggressive.
And that's a souvenir.
Another good chance for Bowling
another
Green.
good chance. So BG, like you made the point, was on their heels for the first few minutes of the game, but now is finding a rhythm. And Coach Nichols will tell you he's not super into possession stats. He's more into quality chances, putting together a few touches, a few passes, and scoring. So he's not bothered by possession at all, and he'll be happy with how the game's played out so far.
And I would agree with that. I mean, the more chances, I think the biggest thing you have to look at is the more chances you have on goal, the more quality chances you're getting on goal, the more likely you're going to score. I mean, it doesn't really matter how much you have the ball.
Right, just holding the ball and having the ball doesn't really mean anything. I mean,
it can mean something if you're trying.
Yeah.
If you have a lead, and you're trying to, but.
And the other thing you could say is holding on to the ball is going to call if the other team's trying to press, and that looked to be way offside.
Yeah.
Is that if you do want to invite pressure, and you're going to ask a team to press you, then you can kind of wear a team out. But in college, where you can make the substitutions, it's not as effective, you know. But and BG is good organized in the press.
Yeah, and I think just for Bowling Green in this game, I think it benefits them to come out attacking in this one, just because they know that
you're at home.
Yep. This Purdue-Fort Wayne team hasn't won a game away from their home field. They haven't scored a goal in 6 games, so I think they're comfortable with being very aggressive, or at least early on in this game.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna have looks like a goal kick.
Yep. Goalkeeper is Mario Perez.
Mm-hmm.
And he's limping back. Hope he's okay. And just a little sprain there.
It's not great. You don't
I
really
think
want to
that
see
was
that.
his first real action of the game.
I'll give him points just for being brave enough to shot that.
Put a shot on goal out there.
Bowling Green loses possession here in the final third. Now
Purdue-Fort Wayne will try to counter here.
Yeah.
BG getting numbers back quickly. I think it's pretty well covered.
Nice pass there.
That was a great pass. And a good cross in, and
And
Anthony Mwembia called into action. There wasn't a lot on it, but it was a good ball. So Purdue-Fort Wayne also not willing to just kind of soak up pressure. They're going to hit back, and they want a goal.
well, I think these players are eager to get one. It's been a little bit since they've
They
been
got to
able to
take
get
that
one.
personally, right?
Yeah, and they take that personally.
That
I mean,
drought,
sure.
they do.
For sure.
Zach Bisher on the ball. Great through pass. Wow, just really threaded that. And that was to, I believe, to freshman.
Bowling Green loses possession of the ball again, and now a little deflection, but we'll stay with Macedons. So you passing around the back here a little bit, looking for an opportunity to attack.
Ball ping-ponging around the middle of the park here.
That through roll will go way too far.
Yeah. And like you said, Bowling Green a little sloppy in possession here. I don't know if it's maybe just need to get warmed up a little bit. Or
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably the coldest weather they probably played in this
for sure.
this
Yeah,
year.
the feet go a little.
So
go
I
a
think
little
I
numb.
think it might be a little bit jarring for both sides.
Yeah, and the
here.
and the ground a little harder too. Maybe the ball's rolling a little faster. Good idea over the top.
Ooh. So hard collision there. Still goes in the way of
Yeah, ref says
Purdue-Fort
it's
Wayne.
clean. They're going to look for BG to counter quickly here. Find that killer pass.
Nice footwork there.
Purdue-Fort Wayne able to quickly get men behind the ball. That will go out, I
Nice
believe,
clearance.
for a throw.
So we might see that set piece that we saw earlier here.
Yeah, we might.
Relatively
Maybe
in the
catch
same
him
spot.
again.
Doesn't even get
Doesn't come
to
off this
a
time.
Falcon.
Yeah. Wow, that aggressive defense. Good no call from the referee. Let him play. Zach Bisher again with a great long pass. And this will be put out of play again for a Bowling Green throw-in.
Yeah, and we'll see what they elect to do. They're going to throw it back. Look for something.
Neither team really switching the field too often. Both have been content to drive up the right side of the pitch. Oh, there, here we go. BG passing, getting a little crisper.
Lose possession again here. And we're going to have a counterattack, but not. The
Yeah,
Mastodons don't really have the
protected.
numbers. So they try to get men up here.
And you can see,
Oh.
So Purdue-Fort Wayne able to put together attack. I think Ashil Robin just kind of backpedaled, tripped a little bit there as he was trying to cover both directions.
I think we're definitely seeing Purdue-Fort Wayne coming out here with a little bit of energy. I mean, they've got a lot of energy. I mean, both teams really, I think Bowling Green's kicked it into gear here as the game's gone on.
Yeah,
but
the passing has gotten a little better.
Yes. But a little bit of sloppy play from both teams, and to be expected at the start of this game. So we have just under 32 minutes left to go in the half.
And that wind, looking at the side judge here, his flag is blowing to the north. So,
Of course, Bowling Green's going into the south end.
yep. So we'll get the wind in our back the second half. So we've seen that be a factor here in these blustery night games. Doesn't look like it's been too much of a factor so far, just because Anthony has not had a lot to do. was a little wind-assisted goal kick
Yeah.
that ended up pretty far down the pitch and will result in a Purdue-Fort Wayne throw-in. So there you go, wind in action.
Yeah, and we will see what Purdue-Fort Wayne will do with this here. We're very close to the Bowling Green side of the field, so
Referee asking him to take a few steps back, and now we're going to mark a little closer as we're kind of out of the danger zone here for a penalty box throw.
gonna get a cross
Chipped
in.
back in, easily handled by BG, and now BG will either look to attack or kind of build out the back. BG takes a couple of friendly bounces. Charlie Majeski gets kind of tackled there a little bit.
That's funny too. Once Sullivan runs a little bit, I can always tell it's him. Once we start sucking, I'm screwed.
Good ball.
Yes.
Stuck 2v1 here, but it was a great idea. If BG chooses to press here, they could win the ball back in a great spot, and here we go. Now they're going to do it as a group. You watch them force it to clear and just make a mistake. And that's how BG loves to press, just like that, and win that ball back. And they're so well trained on the press. And let's see if they can make something of it here. And that'll go out for,
You're gonna get a corner.
I believe, a corner.
I think. Well, maybe not.
Maybe
They're gonna
goal
call the
kick.
goal
I think
kick.
it ricocheted
Yeah.
back and forth. But that press was phenomenal.
Yes, that was
And
fantastic.
that was
from
all
Bowling
as a
Green.
group. So that was like an institutional knowledge that we're going to do this,
Mhm.
because if one person or two people do it, you're just wasting a lot of energy. Everyone needs to do it together.
Yes.
And they won the ball back, so coach will be really happy with that. Looks like they're going to try it again. Force Purdue-Fort Wayne to play out of the back.
He gets one out of there. And it goes out of bounds. So
Yeah.
that press really.
And you can
Making
see
itself
coach
known.
clapping. He's pointing out players and clapping, saying, you did that.
And I think that's exactly what they wanted. Just mistakes like that. You press like that, you're gonna have mistakes. And
Yep.
Goalkeeper
Build on
just
those.
a little bit worried, just want to get the ball out of there and end
Yeah.
up giving the ball back to Bowling Green.
Yeah, and in a bad spot for them too, right?
Yeah. And now Purdue-Fort Wayne with the ball again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's see if BG can turn here. Oh.
Can he get to it? He does get to it.
And now Purdue will press a little bit, but not enough, so they leave a man out in the middle, and
Yes.
it's pretty easy to escape from. So it's kind of an art form. I always think of it as, you see the nature documentaries when the lions are hunting. They do it together.
Tweeting over here. Yeah. I saw you typing. I was like, I've been there before. That 15-minute. Absolutely.
Wemby is going to get to that one. But not a ton of action from either side. I mean, you've had
No,
a
not
couple
a
of
lot of
decent
action.
chances, but a lot of it being played here in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
There's times where you're like, oh, shoot, I got to tweet something.
Yeah, just filling whatever cliche.
Stuff is happening. But we're still scoring. People have kicked the ball. 27.
The ball is going to go out for a Purdue-Fort Wayne throw-in.
And I think another one.
Yes.
Yep.
Off the ricochet from the Falcons.
Well, if you like throw-ins, boy, this is really your game tonight. It's chock full of them.
Yeah, I think the
And
wind kind of has a
maybe
lot to
there
do
are
with that.
some viewers that really just love a great game full of throw-ins. So this is your night.
Bowling Green's look like they're going to have a chance. Nice
ricochet.
clearance by.
Now, I don't know if you're allowed to play it off the light post like that. That may be one of those things, like the hill in Astros Stadium where it's like a feature of the field. I'm pretty sure you're not, but it'd be cool if you could.
It was just a nice job by the Purdue-Fort Wayne defender getting that ball out of there. 'Cause
Yeah,
I felt
absolutely.
like that cross gets in there. Bowling Green's got a really good shot of getting the shot on goal.
Would you say Bowling Green has looked the more threatening of the two sides so far?
I would say so. I think their attacks have had a little bit more purpose. I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
Purdue-Fort Wayne's, they've gotten some pressure, but not really anything that's going to
Never
make you
really
think.
felt threatened.
Yeah, and I think Bowling Green really
always
hasn't had a
seems to
ton
have
of those
defenders.
either.
Yeah.
But
Always has defenders behind the ball. They're
yeah.
well positioned, led by Ashiel Robin, and you can see him. He's always calling out positionally where he wants people to be.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be a lot that gets behind him.
There's another throw-in.
Bowling Green will try to center the ball here, maybe switch the field. Trying to go over the top here, kind of ends up as a punt. I don't know, number 4, is he wearing gladiator boots? What is? What are the?
Number who? What did you say?
Number 4 for Purdue-Fort. He's got like these
Oh yeah,
high tops.
I see those. I see
Situation
that.
on. Interesting.
Could be the. Yeah, I don't know.
Tom Robo will send this back to Anthony Mwambia, who even against the wind puts up a pretty good kick, but you can just see that ball hang
Yeah,
there.
you could see it, the wind pushing
Stop,
it back.
yeah. So.
Here's Bowling Green passing a little around the back, now looking for
Yeah,
a
and
way to get it up more.
Shield, you can tell he knows he has a lot of time on
Yes.
the ball. I mean, they're playing off 5-6 yards.
Poor pass
Got
there,
picked
but it's
off,
going to get it
yeah.
right back.
Zach Bursha will be happy to have that one back.
Almost a nice turn, but nice defending. But the ball's going to go right back to Bowling Green.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of numbers.
Can't quite thread a cohesive attack together here. And Charlie's just put.
Noticing Purdue-Fort
back
Wayne
into
is putting a lot of players at the back right now.
Yeah.
Uh,
The BG will just kind of look to slowly, and Robin's going to be asked to help build. And just BG needs a runner right now, really, to run across the face of goal. Here's Bowling Green in attack. Oh, and just skies it. Boy, he's going to want that back.
yeah, that was perfect position right there for
Yeah.
for the first Bowling Green goal of this game. But
I was still looking at 20.
just a little bit over the bar, and Purdue-Fort Wayne will get the ball back via a goal kick.
And we believe that was Vinny Warner on the strike. Great pass, and boy, it is so hard to just decide in that instant. You know, first of all, you're shooting a rolling ball a lot.
Yes.
You try to keep it down. You want to put power on it, but you know you need to keep it down when your instinct is just hit it as hard as you can, right?
Split-second decision, you
Yeah,
know.
he wasn't off by a lot, but he will want that one back.
We will see the wind in action here. Nice header in the midfield.
Zach Bisher fights for that ball, but ends up putting it out of bounds. A little miscommunication there. Chris Sullivan, who's been involved in 5 goals, 5 assists this year, having a phenomenal year, and will be really asked to do a lot and play a slightly different role than Chris Brennan, but he has got goals in him, and he's really got an eye towards goal as well.
He's
Players asking for a free kick. Referee says play on.
only a junior as well, so
Yeah.
Bowling
for
Green
another-
will
another year after.
get him
He's
for another year, and
Already
that'd be huge for next
already
year.
A big leader as a junior, and
yes.
to see even more of that next year.
Bowling Green substitution. We'll have number 12 coming in for 27.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to get a substitution here.
Looks like Cale Nichols for Nathan Masters.
Yep. Nichols, of course, has 2 goals on the season, 2 assists. So
Bowling
maybe
Green
he
will
can
look to put a ball. Oh, Just overhits it a little bit.
Spark something here.
Yeah. Cale Nichols does have has a goal to his name, and I believe it was he's got 2 goals to his name.
Yeah, he's got 2 goals to his name.
It was a winning goal, actually.
Mhm.
One of his last goal was a winning goal in a 1-0 victory.
He's a sophomore from right here in Bowling Green.
Yep. Wow.
Gonna boot it at the goalie. And
The press box asks Seal to shoot, and he does. Say that 5 times fast. They can hear us up here. Zach Fisher plays a little dummy through. It's clever. Tom Robo will try to pick out a pass.
you said, Purdue-Fort were not really getting a lot of pressure on the ball. Now putting some pressure on the ball. They got a couple of numbers here. So 4-on-4. See what they do with it.
This is kind of the most attack we've seen from Purdue-Fort Wayne, and it goes out the back for a goal kick.
Yeah.
And Nathan Masters, the player coming off as a freshman, who has been extremely successful in Toledo at about every level. And I talked to Coach about what he liked about him at the beginning of the season, and he said, well, he's a winner. He knows how to win. And it's exciting to see him getting minutes as a freshman, and we know Coach Nichols is really good about figuring out what he has, and if you're playing well in practice and playing well when you get minutes, you're going to get game time. So
And
there are coaches that are kind of more juniors and seniors, and then they'll let people in. But if you're playing well, you're going to see the pitch. So I think that makes Bowling Green an attractive place to come for young student athletes.
Exactly.
that
It
wanna
is
make
just
sure
great
they get
for
time.
the future of this team, you know. You get guys like Masters and they're getting this kind of experience as a freshman.
Yep.
There's no telling what he can be as the years move on. I think that's you
Yeah,
said.
and Michael Montemurri is another exciting defender as well. Freshman gets a lot of game time and has looked really good when he's been on the pitch. So you figure you're developing those guys when they're freshmen and they're getting meaningful minutes. Now you start to get them. You think you could have this person for player for 4 years.
Exactly.
It's pretty awesome. Instead of thinking, well, in 2 years they'll be ready.
Yeah.
Right.
As the ball has kind of lived in the possession of Bowling Green here.
Yeah, it has.
In this latter part of this first half. I mean,
we really haven't had to peer our necks to look up into this
not in a while.
northwest corner, have
really,
we?
the only thing the only
Give
chances
us some
Purdue-Fort
space.
Wayne is getting right now is the occasional counterattack, and they really haven't done much with that.
No, they haven't. Oh, wow.
almost.
That was a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Charlie Majeski almost picks up the run of Chris Sullivan, and that would have been a beauty. Yeah, Bowling Green's defense really a great shape. A shield, just kind of the field general back there, making sure everyone's in place. And, modern soccer is so fluid, you don't want to call out the formation we're playing, but it looks to me like it's 3 in the back with these 2, you call them almost wing backs, but they're actually playing a little more central, so you could call them kind of DMs that get forward. There's so many different ways to think of it, but you see that shape here is a clear 3 in the back with some wing backs a little further ahead.
Trying to get him
that's a
through. He
great
has
ball
him,
in.
and he can't get it, but he's going to drop it off. Or see what we got here.
Oh, wow. And Bowling
nice
Green on the
through
ball,
ball, and that's
and
going to be a goal.
That is a fantastic
That
goal.
is a fantastic goal. Great through ball there to get that ball in the center.
Slowly worked, and the fans were about to lambast whoever came down with that ball
Yeah.
for the little back heel, but it worked out. There was patience and vision, and well taken.
Nice job there by the Bowling Green Fountains getting on
Let's
the
get
scoreboard
your
here.
score there.
12 from 9.
It looks like that was Cale Nichols from Charlie Majeski. So
Nichols, like I said, Nichols making an impact right away.
Instant
down on the
impact,
court.
right?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned he had 2 goals already on the season, and comes in.
And he had some time on that. That was about
Yes.
as sitter as you can get. But
I mean,
good play from the whole team there on that end of the pitch to move the ball out and really be patient and just wait. You heard the crowd yelling, shoot, shoot,
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah. I mean,
Why'd you pass? Don't pass.
Yeah.
And they were able to work it out and score.
got it. I mean, it looked like there for a little bit the chance was going to go begging, but great pass there from
Yeah, great
Majeski.
patience.
Majeski really able to put that ball through and getting a relatively easy goal.
Yeah. The build-up was difficult. The actual final finish was pretty spot on.
Yes.
Well, now
And
Purdue-Fort
Purdue-Fort
Wayne on the
Wayne.
counter.
Nice job
Wow.
there by
And
Memba.
Anthony has to come out with some speed and take care of it. He does. 16 minutes left in the first half. Your Bowling Green State University Falcons lead Purdue-Fort Wayne 1-0 on the back of a Cale Nichols goal, assisted by Charlie Majeski. And all right, this place is coming to life a little bit. A little more action now.
We saw, you said, the first couple of minutes of this game, Purdue-Fort Wayne really dominating the ball a little bit, coming out a little bit more aggressive than Bowling Green. But now the ball has lied at the, in the hand, at the feet of the Bowling Green Falcons. I mean, they've really controlled this game. After that, that first couple of minutes here, we talked about them getting a little adjusted. Cold game, really windy. Not the greatest playing conditions that you want, but Bowling Green is really seen to adjust here and kind of taking a stranglehold on this game.
Yep.
And then he slowly pulling it eventually,
I thought their goalie had done the splits and somehow stopped it.
Oh, I saw it going back like that.
Yeah, I was the same way. I'm like, he put it in, but I thought before that.
Oh, and that's a great dummy.
Pass,
Wow.
yes, but nice
You don't
shot by
often see a
the
dummy
defender
on
you
a
mentioned
header.
earlier.
Bowling Green will take a quick throw in, trying to capitalize on some disorganization here from Purdue-Fort Wayne. And I guarantee you that the Falcons feel like there are 2 or 3 more goals in this game.
Yes.
Don't expect Bowling Green to sit back and just try to defend a 1-0 lead.
No, they
way.
will not. You're already seeing that here. I mean,
Yep.
really getting pressure on the ball, trying to force a mistake from the Mastodons.
Yeah. If this was a game like Akron away, maybe you play that way, but no, this is BG at home, coming off a couple losses. Let's have a statement win.
Yes.
Let's put up some goals and really show that we're a force to be reckoned with.
Purdue's going to have a shot.
Wow.
And
that was not off by a lot.
no, I
think
mean,
the
that
angle
was
a little tough.
I think Anthony was a little bit surprised by that shot, but a laser of a shot, but just not able to put it on goal.
So Purdue got some fight left in them here. Certainly a lot of soccer to be played.
He had that one in.
No, the last 5 minutes substitution thing. That's just
Just the second half, yeah. And only if the team in the lead.
There's number 22 here for Alex Frank, kind of singling Purdue-Fort Wayne to maybe get up here and pressure a little bit, but they're settling back in around midfield.
And we're hearing from some of our viewers that maybe the camera's a little dark or the picture's a little dark. We apologize for that. We're going to try to get that taken care of. We do appreciate all the viewers and all the fans that are here in the bleachers. Probably a little warmer at home, but glad you're here.
As Purdue has the ball at the back here in the middle.
And BG willing to press again here, but Purdue-Fort Wayne finds a way out. Oh, and now BG can maybe break in numbers.
See here, nice job
Oh,
there.
here we go.
Have a
Perfect.
through
Oh,
pass,
boy.
and no, just a little bit too behind, and then,
And then
skies
another,
it.
Boy,
Skies it over
aggressive.
We get a goal kick here from Torek Larson.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had identified him as Mario Perez earlier. Got the wrong keeper.
It's all right.
Anthony will take care of this ball and have to pass out of the back. Oop. Boy. And the shield puts that in a great spot, and it gets us out of a bit of a jam. He might have a friendly chat with Anthony at halftime about that. Chris Sullivan with a great dribble and a great pass. BG will look to cross in a ball here, and boy, just if anyone else was there.
Now they're going to have, looks like, they might have a shot at this.
Chris Sullivan having to deal with 5 players here. Oh, wow, and that was just a blast. And you can hear the fans just yelling, shoot the ball, but
it's really
Purdue-Fort Wayne has 5 men back.
I mean, they have a lot of men back here. I mean, they're really
there's something to be said for hitting the ball as hard as you can and hoping for a ricochet, but BG has shown that they can kind of dissect this defense. They did on the first goal. So,
and here's the problem where you have that many people at the back, where you get a little bit of an attack going, and it's tough for these guys to run the field,
right?
And get a solid attack.
But Purdue-Fort Wayne won't be able to play that way forever because they need a goal, right?
Exactly.
So Bowling Green's patient. Just play our style. There we go. Bowling Green will look to. It looked like he almost tried to dummy that out of bounds on purpose, but Zach Bisher will look to carry the ball. Oh, and Chris went for the dummy there. It didn't quite come off, but he ends up with the ball. That'll go out for a goal kick.
Now we're getting another substitution here. Spencer Straka is going to come in for Vinny Werner.
And Spencer Straker, freshman from Toledo, Ohio, local product.
St. Francis de Sales High School. We'll see what he can do
And this
here.
is his debut. I was just looking for his name on the stats sheet, and I didn't see it. So congratulations to Spencer, and if his family's watching, congratulations to them as well. We're excited to see him on the pitch in this game.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do here.
Looking forward to watching him contribute to what we're hoping is a Falcons win here.
Swillinger gets another throw in, but just
I
having to
that
deal
was
with
his first touch on the ball there, I believe. Again, these numbers are a little tricky tonight. Oh, and a little cheeky back pass there from.
I said earlier, Bowling Green really, they're being, like you said, they're being patient here. But Purdue-Fort Wayne really having so many people at the back is just making it very tough to get a decent shot off here.
Yeah.
And we'll see if that, obviously, like you said, Purdue-Fort Wayne has to send some more men up the field. But if this game goes on, they're down by 1. But right now, just not budging. Yeah,
and I don't know if you've noticed this, but Charlie Majeski has been busting out these skill moves, these little back heels and dummies and flips. And, I talked to Coach Nichols about that before the year. And when we've talked about soccer, he really has advocated traditionally a more direct approach, trying to string together 2 or 3 good passes and score. But he said this year that he's willing to let players express their skill a little more if they can do it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool to see because I think there are some players that really have that in them, right?
Yeah, and Majeski's definitely one of those players,
and,
yes.
And that little back heel inadvertently eventually led to that goal, keeping the ball down there. So it's pretty cool to see. And
Nice job there, but like
Yeah.
you said, like, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
behind the ball, so you
behind
need
the
some
ball,
of
I
those
mean,
little tricks and
yeah, I
stuff
mean,
to
you have
even-
to
There you
if you
go,
want a
as
good,
he kicks
clear
the ball
shot.
over his head. Yeah, and Chris Sullivan has that in him too, and so strong. Chris Sullivan tries to go through the legs there, but Chris Sullivan is just so strong when he's on the ball. Hard to take him off of it. Purdue-Fort Wayne will break in numbers here, but easily taken care of.
We're just getting to 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first half.
Jensen Lukosku now on the west side of the pitch here.
Yep. She moves a little bit more towards the middle of the field. Ball go out for a Bowling Green throw
Bowling
in.
Green throw in, yep. Thanks to our ball boys and baby girls out here tonight. We appreciate them on this cold night, standing out there and keeping the game moving along.
Yep. Always nice to see.
Hopefully they've got their warmest gloves and socks on. And that was a great little pass. Zach Bisher has just a great understanding with Charlie Majeski there on those return balls. And that's just something you spend in those short 7-on-7, 5-on-5 games during practice. Wow, another amazing pass. Oh, gosh. Charlie Majeski is just running the show right now as far as feeding people and making things happen. And it's exciting to see his game continue to evolve.
Yeah, it is exciting to see that his game evolve. And his senior from Cincinnati, he's only got 1 goal, 1 assist on the season. But the way he's passing the ball around today, I mean, you could definitely see him getting another one.
Yeah, I think if we had like the hockey assist, the
Yeah.
setup,
Yeah.
he might have a lot more of those because he is just keeping the ball in our possession and keeping it alive in that final third. And he's also just tenacious and winning the ball as he's charged there with a foul. So just kind of the heartbeat of the midfield right now as that ball is headed back to Anthony Mwembia. That was a nice piece of work to safely get that ball back to the keeper. Doing the dirty work back there.
Hasn't had a ton of work, but has done well with most of the
and that's the thing about a keeper, right? Is you might go a whole half, or you might go 80% of the game, and then have a flurry of shots, and you have to have that attitude that they're coming at any time, right? You can't be on the back of your feet because just like that shot we saw that just was actually pretty close. Those can come anytime. So
what you see from this Purdue-Fort Wayne team is just kind of sitting in the back here and then taking the counter
absolutely
chances when they have it. So
BG
you really
needs a runner here. Let's see what BG can do with it. Keeps it on the ground, goes out of his way to keep that. I think that may have been Spencer Stroika that hit that. Good header.
Right.
And the chances are coming fast and furious now.
We're gonna have a corner here. As Bowling Green to look to put this one in the back of the net, but it's really a lot of players, as you said, behind the ball. We've reached it in this game for Purdue-Fort Wayne, but it's just really tough to get a clear shot off here without having
I believe they call that parking the bus.
Yeah. Yes.
But you usually see it right in an away game where it's tied or you have a 1-0 lead. So they can't stick with that strategy forever. Oh boy, that was a goal.
That was a goal.
I believe that was a Shield Robin.
Really sneaky goal there.
And we had talked about center backs getting involved in goals, and there he is. The funny thing on that was I think he's about 6'2", 6'3", and he had to bend down pretty far for that one. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was a low driven
Didn't even
corner.
use his height.
Yeah.
So BG, it looks like if things hold, will go in to the second half with a 2-0 lead, and that's good to see.
It's good to see.
T-shirts are being
kind of
thrown
back
out.
Here. Yeah. Throwing some T-shirts into the crowd here.
All right.
got a screen in front of us, so we cannot.
And we just said the chances were coming fast and furious, and
Yes.
it did feel like BG probably could score here before the end of the first half.
Yeah,
so.
we're getting a lot of chances, and you gotta wonder when Purdue-Fort Wayne is going to try and create some more chances of their own.
Yeah.
Here is Bowling Green loses
And that
possession,
will be
but
a foul.
foul. I
Good
think
call. It was a little rough. I think the ref didn't just kind of like him riding there. So BG with a free kick, I believe one of the first of the game.
now Bowling Green.
And you'll see a Shield back up for this as well as he makes a run with that wave, trying to get ahead on the ball. So
Well, this is the first free kick that we've seen so far tonight.
I believe that's Michael Montemiri kind of in that free safety role, watching for the counter. Bowling Green is kind of, and a Shield does get ahead on it. There you go. Buddha tenacious trying to win the ball.
Great
Does
job
a great
there.
job without fouling. BG still in possession. Purdue-Fort Wayne will try to get out. BG will be, oh, and boy, that looked, you hate to be cynical, but that he went down pretty easy there. Little shoulder rubbing.
I agree. I mean, they win it though. Take it pretty quickly.
Yeah. And
Yes.
that was a fantastic
Nice through
ball.
ball,
Oh, gosh.
And great
Anthony
job
Wemby
there.
had a lot of work to
Yeah.
do, and he will play it out. Wow.
Great instincts
We
by.
should just say that was a fantastic ball
Yes.
on the foot of that forward from Purdue-Fort Wayne.
Great instincts by Wembia to get
And
out
like we
there.
just said, you can be up 2-0 and
Yes.
not have a lot of shots, and all of a sudden they try to go a little different. They say, okay, we're down 2-0. We need to start sending the ball over the top, and that was just, gosh, it was just phenomenal.
I think for Purdue-Fort Wayne too, they're just a little bit worried that they aren't. I think they're a little bit worried with this attack of Bowling Green.
Yeah.
That they're not gonna, if they try to send too many people up, that they're really gonna get burned. It's
Yeah.
gonna be one of those
Yep.
contests that they've seen earlier in the season. But staying back, and if anything, if you're Purdue-Fort Wayne, you go into this half here. We got just under 30 seconds left to go in the game.
Yeah, and BG will want to score again here
Yeah.
with some, maybe not the numbers, but good spacing. Oh, Chris Sullivan with a beautiful dribble and just the best patience. Charlie Majeski will send a ball in. Oh, gosh, just wide. Boy, he can really hit a ball, though.
Yeah, Spencer Straka
Gosh.
getting that strike, and
He's had a couple of those, and he settled the ball really
Yes,
well. There
yes.
was no rise on that. And so your Bowling Green State Falcons will go into the half with a 2-0 lead. Goals from Cale Nichols and Ashiel Robbins. Shane, we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes.
yeah.
Welcome back to Cochran Field. This is Steven, joined by Shane, and we are about to start the second half of this BGSU men's soccer game versus Purdue-Fort Wayne, up 2-0. And what are we looking for in the second half here? What do you think?
I think we're really going to see Purdue-Fort Wayne try and press a little more than what they did in the first half. I feel like just not a lot of pressure on Bowling Green in the first half.
With a lot of time to play in the middle of the park.
Yes, and I think you'll start to see then. But I don't think you'll see Bowling Green start to lay off either. I think they want a couple more goals here before the night's over.
And just as you predict, right away Purdue with really the full press. BG, if they can escape. BG now attacking the north goal. Charlie Majeski making that run and just trying to connect with Chris Sullivan. If you can just put a little more weight on that pass.
I mean, really, there's no other option for Purdue-Fort Wayne.
That wasn't Chris Sullivan. That was number 2.
Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny Warner.
I think that there isn't really much else for Purdue-Fort Wayne to do. I mean, you're down 2 goals. I mean, you always try to win every game that you play. So, I mean, right now they have to move up, and even if that puts some more of a threat on Bowling Green scoring.
Kind of pick your poison at some point.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you have to go for the win. You have to go for a
first
couple
goal,
goals here
at least. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, having scored in 6 games is kind of a pride thing too. I think they just really, as a team, just want to get back on
the board.
On the board.
And even here where they can break a little bit, Bowling Green just with
got a pass
defense.
here.
Yeah, great pass.
But not a lot of Purdue-Fort Wayne taking a while to get back up here. We'll see here. So now they're going to settle in the back here and try to
switch the field.
Send some more people up front. Just playing with it here in the middle of the field. Bowling Green not really.
Yeah, you'd think Purdue was up a goal here, right?
Yeah. it's
now,
odd to see.
Yeah, now they're kicking. Well, the wind's pretty dead, so in that sense, I dodged a bullet in being able to move the ball up the field.
But now
it's like Bisher on the ball, trying to go over the top to Charlie. It's going to be a tough ask against 2 defenders. Wow, that ball! Wow. Charlie just with a blast there.
Nice save there by Eric Larson. Keep that off a goal.
And Chris Sullivan came in with the Jets on, trying to slide tackle and win that ball too. So no quit in BG at all.
Now Purdue-Fort Wayne got a little run here out the middle of the field. Now going to pass out to the wing.
Michael Montemuri, who we've seen defend very well one-on-one in the past, will win that ball, and there you go.
Yeah.
And Michael Montemuri playing just past his years, just have not really seen him take a bad foot forward in all the times I've seen him play.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking excellent.
And
that composure is amazing to see in a young defender, right? I mean, that's a position that you grow into over time.
Yeah,
and
composure is not a thing that you normally see in freshmen.
Exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
And when you get a freshman that has composure like that, you know you got a good one. So I think they definitely have a good one in Montemuri.
Charlie Majeski plays a dummy, but there's no one behind him. And if he wouldn't have kind of slipped there, he may have been able to get on that ball and kind of run with it there. So he's having a great game.
This is very similar to what we saw in the first half here, where Purdue-Fort Wayne came out energetic, trying to move the ball up the field, and now it's just Bowling Green's
and
ball.
Another little flick, and let's see if the pass is on.
Oh. Hit it, Kale.
And I will say there have been a couple times where you'd like maybe one less pass.
Yeah.
But you can't complain about the score and the method.
They're trying to
now Purdue
find
wins
the
the ball
best
back
shot
in a scary spot here, but Bowling Green able to get defenders back and kind of reset a little bit.
Played him up top. He got 2 shots off. Had some nice passes. Yeah.
Now at the back here, Purdue-Fort Wayne. Again, like you said, you think that they're up by a goal here, not down by 2.
Right.
But, I don't know, biding their time.
And let's give credit to Bowling Green's shape and structure, though. You see them kind of moving as a unit and closing off outlets and maybe kind of forcing them to do this. It's not a full press, but it's just closing off those spaces that they want to play in.
Like I said, with this pressure the Bowling Green is putting on them, I just don't know if they feel comfortable pushing forward,
Yeah, and now finally over the top, and we'll see what they can do. It's a clattering tackle there, but it looks like advantage being played, and Fort Wayne will try to switch the field here.
They got maybe a cross opportunity here as he gets it deeper in.
Cale Nichols.
And then he's going to get a corner kick.
Great block to keep that from going in front of goal, but Purdue-Fort Wayne showing some teeth here.
It's a nice job there. Purdue-Fort Wayne getting the ball deep into Bowling Green territory and then obviously going for the cross, but getting the corner kick instead. We'll see what they can do with it.
And this looks like some kind of a set. Oh, maybe not. Looks like they might take that corner short.
Now back in. Nice header
Seal
there.
Robin takes care of that. Oh, and then
had it right back.
Headed back to Anthony, and that takes some trust and communication
dangerous
there.
Right there for sure. I mean, you don't always know where that ball's going to go.
He
off
just
your
decided
head
that was the safest spot, so it worked out. And now Michael Montemure with a great ball to get out of pressure to Cale Nichols. That was just awesome. Charlie Majeski plays a great ball, and Bowling Green's passing is just beautiful. Dare I say Arsenal-esque right now. And that, oh gosh. That just, wow. But beautiful sequence of play there from the Falcons.
Great
Crisp passing.
In the final third.
That was just beautiful. And that started with Michael Montemure in the back. That first looping pass to Cale Nichols to get out of trouble. So, wow, you feel like the Falcons deserve a goal. That was just beautiful there.
And we're going to get a free kick here in a very dangerous
spot. And that was close.
It's close. I think it was just outside the box. It's still a very dangerous spot here to be in if you're Purdue-Fort Wayne.
And see, I'm a big proponent that you should be able to take this from a little further back if you wanted to. It's a rule change that I've always thought would be good because it's so hard to get the ball up and down this close. There should be a run back where if you want to pull the ball back 3 yards, you should be allowed because you really get penalized for it happening so close.
I agree.
There are not a lot of people in this world. I can think of like Ronaldo.
Yeah, Messi.
Santi Crasola, I think, can do it, but there's not a lot of players who can get the ball up over the wall and then back down. That takes some serious dip. But
so you're not going to see a lot of it here at the
the
college level.
Yeah, but maybe we'll see, or maybe this is a little trick run over the ball type of a situation. It looks like we got 4 players talking about it. Let's see if they got something. Guarantee they practice some of this stuff. Might be a little heel, and then someone comes out around the back to do it. We'll see. We might flip it up into the air. Well, he's got both feet now. All right. Yeah.
Gonna take a shot.
Oh gosh!
Right.
What did we just say about not scoring and then they do it?
Yeah.
Wow. There you go. There's your free kick at the college level.
Yeah, I mean that.
So now
that was fantastic right there. Just a bullet.
We're gonna try to get you your scorer on that. Oh, it's Chris Sullivan. All right. Here are the people who can make that goal: Santi Crasola, Ronaldo, Chris Sullivan. There you go.
It's a very It's a very tough goal to make there, but he does it, and it was just.
And that goal was deserved for that last sequence of play. I mean, the Falcons deserve to be up 3-0, playing well. Defense, everything's firing right now. Anthony, when he's had to be good, has been really good as well.
And Majeski still getting
wants
up there,
more,
putting pressure. I mean, 3-0, they still want more.
Chris Sullivan now, 6 goals, 5 assists on the year, having a great season. And like you said, Shane, we get him back next year. So.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's the key here. You know, you're going to lose some guys every year. We all know that. But kind of retain those guys and, those freshmen, those sophomores.
And they become
in this
leaders
case, the
over time,
juniors.
right?
Yeah, they become leaders. I mean, Sullivan's already a leader, and
Yeah.
you love to see that as a junior, getting that leadership experience here early on, and going to come back and try to do something special next year with this team, and still have a lot of room to grow this year though too. So.
So a free kick goal from Chris Sullivan makes it 3-0 to your Bowling Green Falcons. We've got about 35 minutes left.
Yep.
It's 3 goals, maybe take a little chill out of the air for the Falcons. They can maybe feel their toes a little bit, feel a win coming.
As we got a collision here.
Got a collision and a
Mastodon
clutching their head, and we'll hope for the best here. Always scary to see heads go, collision of heads like that.
We'll see if
Charlie will come over and well wish. He feels bad about it. Never like to see a student athlete go down like that, especially with the head stuff. We know that's scary. So good to see him back up and moving around. That's number 3, Kyle Hoagland. So
good to see him up and
good to see him up and moving.
Bowling Green's gonna get a throw in here. Just gonna fire it up. Low driven pass there.
And you can see, Shane, when they press, they're pressing with one player. It just doesn't work. A team like BG, it's just too good. They're going to get out of these, and then you're exposed after that.
I said, I feel like they are exposed either way, but I feel like in this strategy, I think they're just worried about being exposed to the counterattack. I think their method coming into this was to use the counterattack to their advantage. Try to keep this one low scoring.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It's just not happening
away
for
from
them right
a
now.
little bit. Yeah, and credit to Bowling Green, just playing very well, really in all parts of the pitch. And replacing Chris Brennan's goals is a hard ask. He's a big goal scorer and has been in years past. But so far, just everyone's contributing and really filling in for him. So it's great to see. Other goal scorers emerging.
Yeah, here and like you said, with that strategy you got.
Oh wow! Great little pirouette to shield the ball. Didn't quite come off.
The strategy you got with Purdue-Fort Wayne here. It's just, with the passes that Bowling Green has been making here. It's really tough to see. That strategy of paying off for Purdue-Fort Wayne and keeping this one low scoring, because when you got the precise passes that Bowling Green's been making, they're going to find themselves a couple of shots. And
absolutely.
With some of the shot takers they've gotten and some of the goal scorers they have, Chris Sullivan and some of the other guys, they're bound to go in. This is a talented Bowling Green team, and just not, I wouldn't say a fantastic strategy of parking the bus,
No.
in the first half.
No.
If you want to beat this Bowling Green team, you're going to have to score here.
Yep.
And we'll see if Purdue-Fort Wayne kind of puts more pressure on. But
the funny thing is we've seen
a
a few things work. The things that have worked for, we've seen them go over the top and put a ball on a foot. Now, that's hard to do over and over again, but I think they've only tried it once and it almost came off. So you wonder why they're still trying to play out of the back. It's not really working for them.
I think it's what they're looking for. They're just that long, the pass from the back that they can catch Bowling Green off guard, but they just really haven't been able to do it today.
Yeah.
We see a long pass in the midfield. Nice job there, and then a through ball.
But easily taken care. And all 3 defenders are back.
Yeah,
they're just
only one. When you play this many players at the back,
exactly, you're only going to have one forward.
You're not going to get people up.
Yeah, you're asking your forward to come up and receive the ball and turn and run with it. And there's no wingers, there's no wing backs.
Yes.
They're making BG's back 3 really the job pretty easy.
Yeah, all Bowling Green the back 3 really has to do is put a little pressure on that front forward, and he has nowhere to go with it. He can't pass it out to the wing. There hasn't really been a wing out there to get it to. And that's kind of been the downfall of the Purdue-Fort Wayne team tonight so far. But we'll see.
BG will press here. Here they come on the press, trying to make a bad pass, bad decision, and they do it as a group. They're trying to cut off those channels, and there's your bad pass, Bowling Green ball.
It's refreshing to see Bowling Green continuing to
absolutely
to attack here. They want more. It's 3-0. They're not resting here. They want more goals here, and at this rate, the way they're attacking, I bet they're going to get some more, too, here
It looks
if
like
they
it.
keep playing like this. The goalkeeper for Purdue-Fort Wayne kind of waving his team up there,
Right.
upwards, up the field.
And it's a little defeating to have a goal kick and then right away you're defending again,
Yes.
right?
Switches the field just a little bit too high for Bowling Green to go up and get that one. Just going to go out for a goal kick here as we're approaching the 30-minute mark here in the second half of this game. Bowling Green up 3-0 here on Purdue-Fort Wayne, looking to go 8-5-1.
And build some real momentum going into more conference games where we know we just need to win those. And again, you know, you want to win every game, but 2-1 result against Akron, always a good side, and there's positives to be taken away from some of those conference losses as well. So,
and then, you know, their next contest against West Virginia here this Saturday. It'll be senior night for the Falcons.
yep.
See if they can get a
And
win.
will you be in the booth?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Well, we'll have an awesome rep, I'm sure, from
I'm sure.
RSO.
Yeah. Of course, you know, our meetings are tonight, so I won't be at the meeting to even, I guess, sign up or get on the game. But I'm sure, yes, they will send
Cool.
a good rep for you guys
Yeah.
this Saturday, and then a pretty what should be a good game against West
Yeah,
Virginia.
absolutely. Going to be a special game. Love to see that W go up for the conference game.
Yes. As Bowling Green attacking again here. Gonna send a cross in low.
Wow.
But it gets to it.
Good idea.
Yes.
Great pass and a good idea. And I believe that was Spencer Stroika. And he is just an absolute unit.
Yeah, I
Goodness
mean,
gracious.
I agree. You know, up in the press box here talking about seeing him in high school, just
He
running
looks
over
like,
people.
yeah, I mean, he could be on the rugby team.
Yes,
He's built
for sure.
it.
And it's easy to see why, you know, he's taking a couple shots in this game.
Yeah, but
They've
wow,
been-
a little much on that pass. But
Yeah.
But he did get a couple shots on the south goal
Yeah,
where he
and
just
they've-
ripped him and
yeah,
they stayed
ripped them.
down.
They stayed low and just not able to get through our goal. But if they get through our goal, it's going to be really tough to stop.
Yeah.
Is kind of similar to what we saw in the first half. Bowling Green just playing in Purdue-Fort Wayne's half. And
And so I count 3 freshmen getting minutes today
Mhm.
between Nathan Masters, Spencer Straka, and Michael Montemiri, and that's awesome. I mean, meaningful,
Yes.
real minutes. That's
and,
great.
you know,
That just
you
shows.
know, you never want to come to a game with that mindset, but you know you get up 3-0, and that's really what I think Coach Nichols really wants to do is kind of get these guys
Incorporate
in.
everyone, yeah.
Get these guys in and
Yeah.
get them real game time. Is kind
Boy,
of
you would
running
not
into the
you would
ball
not
here.
want to run into him. Number 21, that would just ruin your day.
Yes, brick wall, I would say. Bowling Green doing a nice job keeping the ball here in the midfield.
Yeah, absolutely. And Chris Sullivan also just so strong on the ball and
Yeah.
see some string together some passing here. Bishop back out to Chris Sullivan.
Now on the wing
Play
here.
the ball wide.
We're knocking the ball around, bro.
And good little give and
Yes.
go, and just showing a great understanding of the passing. And you feel like a goal.
Ooh.
Felt like a goal could be brewing there. Zach Bishop will get the ball in his foot, and he'll take a shot. Everyone wants a shot.
But again, you know, with some
We're
going to
see Spencer
the ball,
Straka turn the wheels on here.
yeah,
If you're a big guy, he can really get moving. And he's more concerned about position there, cutting off that outlet pass to the left.
Gonna get across in, but no one
Yeah,
there.
no
Gonna
one
find
there.
someone on the
Well
far
defended.
side. Purdue-Fort when just getting up here. Now they're gonna cross in again. Find someone in the middle. He's gonna take a shot and a
Wow,
save
saved
needed.
by Anthony Wembia.
Yeah. Really, I would say that was the first time that Bowling Green was threatened down goal in this game.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty point blank.
yeah, I mean, nice save there by.
Sounds like Ike Swiger's going to come on for Vinnie Warner here momentarily.
Now Bowling Green kind of settling in here in the midfield once again. And now they're
Oh,
gonna
and
send
just
a through
finding
ball.
that
Great
pass.
through
Wow.
ball, but
Look
see
for
if
a
he can
little
get past
chip.
the defenders. And
Wow.
make the defender fall. Miss a
Wow.
nice pass. And
Wow.
a goal!
Wow.
That
Fantastic.
was-
And I believe that was Spencer Strick. And
Yes.
Chris Sullivan just willed that goal
Yes.
into being. Oh, my gosh.
That was
phenomenal.
fantastic.
I mean, that was good all around. And this is as good as I've seen the Falcons play this year. The attack is just clicking, the patience. So Spencer Straka gets a goal on his debut
We talked about
at
it.
home.
We talked about it getting some shots on goal earlier, and they got another one there. And
Love it.
really easy one. Was able to put it in the corner of the net.
And we got to give props. I mean, Chris Sullivan
was
makes
the
that
administrator of
goal.
that goal.
Yeah,
Yes.
he gets 95% of the credit, but
Yes.
Spencer will take the goal. He'll take the check mark for the goal, and that was phenomenal. So it's 4-0.
Goal scored by number 21, Spencer Straka.
Ike Swagger getting into the game here.
22, Chris Sullivan, and number 8, Zach Fisher.
So Zach Bisher having a great game in the middle of the park too.
Yes.
He's always there, winning the ball back, making that that hockey assist pass, and he's just so consistent. Zach Bisher, he just in that center of the park, he's always winning the ball back. He's doing the hard work. He's getting elbowed in the face. He's shielding the ball until a midfielder will come, take it off of him, and you just need those guys on your team.
And that goal by Straka, marking the 10th goal by a Falcon this year.
Straker again on the ball,
yeah.
and BG wants more. I think Chris Sullivan feels like he's probably got another goal in this game.
And
Wow,
almost right
connecting
there.
again.
I mean, they just they have Purdue
They're
Fort Wayne on
flummoxed.
their heels. And
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
yeah, it's
BG's
good.
attack.
It's good to get this experience of getting chances, attacking chances, just getting balls on
Absolutely
on the net.
Oh yeah, and I mean BG, instead of parking it, they want to use this. We want to use this as a chance to figure out how good this offense can be. Right? It's not about running up the score. It's about how good can we be, because we know we're going to play really good teams going forward, and we need some of these goals to come off against those teams as well. So
and you want to work on those precise passes, and we've seen that, and
just
and
great
that,
through balls. I mean,
the chemistry, building that chemistry as we head into this final, kind of phase of the season.
Yeah. So we started off with let's be honest, a pretty boring game, and it's turned into just not just 4 goals, but some of those goals the build-ups were just beautiful.
Yeah.
Some of the finishes were easy, and that just tells you how good the build-ups were, right?
Exactly.
When
the finish is
it's a
easy,
tap
normally
in,
the build-up was
it was beautiful.
Either you got really lucky, or the build-up was.
Now
very
Chris
nice.
Sullivan's free kick was not easy.
That was not easy.
That was a bend it like Beckham, kind of around the wall. I'm excited to watch the replay of this game and see some of these goals and some of these passes. Quick turn. And BG will look to spring again.
A nice header into the.
Kale was in on goal there as well. Claps for that idea. I think maybe.
No, not from there, not that far.
Oh, and it's going to be BG ball.
Yeah. We're going to see what they do with it here. They're just going to throw it back towards the wing here.
This looks like Spencer Straka again. He's so easy to see out there.
Yeah, I
For the guy who's
I think he's going to win a
rugby player.
corner kick for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow. So Spencer Straka doing work at both ends and looking good.
Corner kick, Bowling Green.
I think it's awesome.
See what Bowling Green can do with here. In these corner kick chances are great chances to set up things that maybe you haven't tried before.
Yeah.
Or, something that you just kind of work on these set pieces.
Yep.
Earlier in the season.
Oh, gosh.
We're approaching a 21-minute mark here in the second half, excuse me.
Carter's parents just
Yeah, they're nice people.
they're the nicest family. Getting along well.
BG's going to press here. You'll see this and watch just how they distribute the players. They're going to force a goal kick, hopefully force a bad goal kick. No, they're going to still try to play out the back, and the press keeps moving up, and now
And Straka, a really big part of that.
it's just so
that
interesting to
press.
see the press and how organized it is. I mean, they've been back here for 30 seconds trying to get out now, and he just kicks it right out of bounds. He just kicked the ball out of bounds. I mean, that's purely from just the pressure, and it's deflating. You can see the body language. You can see the body language just drop a little bit. Yeah, getting pressed like that and not being able to get out is just rough.
And that's exactly what Bowling Green wants to do, and I think what they wanted to do coming into this game.
This big kid right here, number 20 or 20, whatever. Yeah, yep. He's like 6'5".
BG with the ball is going to look to cross a ball in. I'm going to say that was offside. That looked pretty close from here.
But Purdue-Fort Wayne will get the ball back here and try to do something here. I mean, really just other than that one shot that we had.
I think they would love to get a
Olympia.
goal just to even out, just to
Yes.
put one over in that column, don't you think? Because
Yeah,
it's
I
going to
agree.
be
I mean, they
27 goals to none over the last 7 games, which
Yeah.
is that's rough.
Yeah, it's rough, and
And we've seen glimpses of them being able to put some things together.
Yeah.
They've got some physical players.
got some quick players that have been able to
Some quick players,
move
absolutely.
down the field. But I think what like we said is like those players really don't have any help
Yeah.
once they get down into that
Yeah.
Bowling Green
And
third.
look at this press. It's just dominant. I mean, and the fact that these Falcon players have the legs to press at the end of this game is a testament to the condition they're in. Because if you asked me to run around a soccer pitch for this long and then take the trash out, I couldn't do it. And they're pressing high against D1 athletes. So they are well-conditioned, well in shape at this point in the season, and that's just down to good coaching and good.
And it's exactly what you want if
Yeah.
you head into the final phase of max season, and you got the tournament coming up. So I mean, you want to make sure you're in the best shape that you can possibly be in.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I think they want to practice this press and just make sure that it's right for when they're going up against some of the tougher teams.
Yeah.
So
You
when they
can't
get
do
to
it all
those
the time,
games, They
but
can feel more comfortable pressing
Right.
like this and
Right.
not have to worry about
Yeah.
making a mistake here or there, and just playing the game. And the more reps you get
Wow.
with this
and
press.
Field just picks that off, and
Yeah.
he's known to make these little runs here, little adventuring runs where he gets kind of caught out, but he wants to be part of that attack, and he might try to put a ball in here. Look at that footwork. He's like Peter Crouch up there. Oh, goodness
what a
gracious.
great
What a
save.
save.
Yes.
Wow.
Acrobatic save there from
Yeah,
from
and
the
Ashiel
goalie.
puts a great ball in and a good connection, and that could have very easily been a 5th goal.
Mm-hmm.
But let's give some props to the keeper there.
I mean, he's made
And that was
75 saves coming
Eric,
into this game.
Yeah,
so.
Tor Eric Larson.
Thank you, sir.
A little bit of whiff on the header there. Almost getting through with the header there.
Yep.
Now, going to get off the ball. Going to try
Zach
and get around
Bisher
the
will
corner.
chase
We'll see if
this
he can
down.
do it. And
And Zach Bisher is tenacious in winning the ball back. He does not like losing the ball. The shield will help get out there. So no quit and intensity from either team.
Yeah.
But Falcons are keeping that really high energy.
Mhm.
Good to see.
well, yeah, you said we saw energy here at the beginning of this game for Purdue, and maybe, this is deflating. Obviously, going down 4-0 a little bit.
Yeah.
But they still have energy. You can tell when they get the ball, they really want to attack and try. But like you said, it's just
They're frustrated getting out the back. I mean, I think you just have to see. And there you go. There's that press again. I'm surprised the ball didn't explode when it hit him. We're going to have to think of a good nickname for him eventually. We might solicit feedback from the press boss. We got some good minds up here.
Oh.
And I believe we missed Colin Iverson coming into the game, but another freshman. So now we count 4 freshmen getting minutes this game.
From Naperville, Illinois.
Yeah, we've had a lot of Naperville boys come through this program. Pat Flynn, the Sullivan brothers, and now Colin Iverson.
Eric Horvath from Naperville as well on the team.
Yep. We got that pipeline of talent there. I don't know what they put in the water in Naperville, but they're good soccer players.
Obviously, with Chris Sullivan coming out of there.
Yep.
1 assist, 1 goal on the day already. As we are now under the 15-minute
and also
mark.
just driving a lot of the attack. I mean, just relentless. And
him and Majeski, I might add. You know.
You would just hate to play. He's the kind of player that I bet players would say, I hate playing against him. He just kind of wears you down, and he's very strong on the ball. "14 minutes to play with your Falcons leading 4-0 on a – it's turned from brisk to just cold. I don't think we need a creative word anymore. We can just say cold because it's just cold.
Yeah. I mean, the wind has died down, as you mentioned, a little bit, and it's probably helped things a little bit on the pitch as far as comfortable. I mean, it's cold, obviously, but no wind obviously helps it,
I bet it feels colder to the Purdue-Fort Wayne.
Yes, I 100% agree with you there.
Than to the Falcons. 4 goals will warm you up a little bit. And there's action way in the corner there. We can barely see what's going on. I think they're playing soccer, but it's very far away.
Yes, they wanted something called there, but nothing going. Goal kick for Purdue-Fort Wayne here is 13 minutes left in this game here. Falcons up 4-0. And we'll see what else this game has in store for us. I mean,
I think
Bowling Green really just keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, they want another goal. I
Yes.
think 5-0 would be a nice
It wouldn't
score.
it wouldn't be surprising if we saw another goal here.
Yeah.
I mean, this Purdue-Fort Wayne team has given up those types of games. I mean, they lost 8-0 against Notre Dame, 5-0 against Cincinnati, 6-0 against Oral Roberts. So
clock stops as there's an injury here. I don't think there's much to it. Looked like there was a possible head injury, which is why the clock was stopped, but we'll get a restart here. I think we got to get, we criticize officials sometimes, maybe not on the air, but in our private lives we do. But I think this has been a pretty clean game tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
not a lot of controversy. And,
no, I mean, and part of that goes to the players. I mean, not a ton of physicality. We've seen a little bit of scuffles here and there, but
but
I mean, really anything that
kind of
has
let
been
them
called
play
has been
and
pretty relatively easy calls to make here, for the refs. But really controlling the game, making sure nothing's really getting out of hand here.
I think that the challenge probably is in a game that's gotten a little out of hand like this one is making sure that you're not having hard fouls for out of frustration where players might get hurt. And to Purdue-Fort Wayne's credit, we haven't seen any of that. They're just trying to score and get something going here. So
nice save there,
another
but
blast.
still in play.
I think that was a Shield who sent that over. So Bowling Green still getting quality shots on goal as Falcons rush up for a corner. Yeah, I actually think that was Colin Iverson that took that. I apologize, folks, for some of the misidentifications. The numbers get pretty difficult, and when players are the same height and same hair, it's a little tricky.
I mean, it's easy to spot Spencer out there, but not so easy with some of these other guys.
Did they call a penalty on somebody?
We didn't see the flag go up, but maybe a little pushing and pulling in there. So the scoreboard shows one shot on target for Purdue-Fort Wayne, and I think that was a pretty point-blank blast in the second half that
about
Anthony
as good a
had
chance
to
you're going to
handle.
get to score.
Yeah.
I mean, but good reaction time from Wemba to get that one. We're going to have another freshman coming in, Eli
Shope, and he's a hometown product. He's here played here in Bowling Green.
And then you're also going to have Eric Horvath coming in, so you'll see all three of the Naperville boys on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
As we're now under 10 minutes left to go in this game. Purdue-Fort Wayne kind of passes one around the back here, trying to find something.
Little lighter press from BG here. It's not the full press, but it's almost waiting until he picks his side. Watch when he picks his back, and then it'll turn on. But again, just hoping to make a bad decision or just see those balls when you just put them up there and you're just trusting to play for the deflection after, they just become 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
So when you can take away the ability for a team to play out of the back, you turn every ball into a 50-50 ball in the middle of the park, and you're getting half of those, right? So that press is really crucial. Now, I don't think it's practical to do it all the time. You're just going to gas your players. But I think Coach Nichols has worked with them on this is when we're going to do it. This is how you're going to communicate with each other that we're going to do it. And they just do it so well as a group as Bisher comes in to help here. And it just kind of comes in waves now. They're finally able to get out.
Nice
and here's an
passing
idea.
here
That was a nice.
and
Gosh,
they both
they're
run into each other.
I think they thought they if you could call a foul for fouling your own player,
that would be it.
That would.
And
I think they thought that was a PG player, and he pushed him.
Yeah, I thought.
I don't. It seemed slightly intentional.
I thought he might be a little bit hurt down there. He seems to be all right. I mean, I feel like more just a little bit hurt ego there. I thought he had a shot, a chance to maybe get on goal, but nothing going there.
Oh, and here we go. Spencer Straka with the ball. A little pumps like he might shoot. Thinks better of it. Oh, gosh. A shield with a little around the body maneuver. Colin Iverson.
Gets it in. Nice pass. Beautiful passing here.
Oh,
a
gosh.
shot. A nice deflection.
Oh, boy.
That one goes off the volley off a little bit over the bar.
And that was Spencer Straka. He's just around the ball a lot.
Yes.
I don't know. He's in the right place at the right time, and he's if tonight is any indication, we are going to see him with some goals because he seems to just have a nose for him, and he's really able to keep that ball down and hit it hard, and that's a good combination.
Yeah, I mean, listed as he's forward midfielder for position, but definitely playing more of the forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today.
We've seen him be the furthest off the pitch quite a few times. So, in the prototype of Chris Brennan, I guess. Well, Chris Brennan's not quite as filled out, but a similar profile, and
you got about 6 minutes.
We call Chris Brennan Dash. I don't know if we can call him Dash. We're gonna have to come up with it. Maybe Mr. Incredible. We'll just keep it all in the Incredibles family that way.
Definitely seems to be the biggest guy out here. Definitely lay up some hits. Maybe might have a little bit of super strength.
Yeah. All NCAA approved though.
Yes.
Totally on board with all the regulatory stuff. BG will look to clear the ball here. Shield Robin just loves to run with the ball. I think he's got some kind of striker roots in him because his first response often when he turns around with the ball is to run for a little bit and dribble with it. Colin Iverson does a great job there.
Oh,
Wow, sends that one over.
We wanted that one. I mean,
that was Ike Swiger sending that clear.
One of the shots you take maybe when you're up 4-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a shot.
Yep. And now they're not even going to try to play out of the back. They're just going to go along with every ball, and I think they're just going to maybe chase a consolation goal. I'm not sure.
I mean that's your main goal here. Just get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, take something back with you.
Yeah.
BG determined not to let that happen. I know clean sheets are important to coach and to Anthony and the rest of the team. So I think BG will still be trying to score here, but I think probably now in these last 4 minutes, maybe the focus changes over, and Eli Schwop is going to come in, and hasn't been on the pitch long, so he's got a lot of energy. he's gonna want to go. Wow, that was a good idea. Wins the ball back. Uh-oh, kid's ball on the field. Been taken care of.
It's good to see.
Yeah.
We're under 4 minutes now left to go in this game, and Bowling Green still with possession now, losing it here.
Zach Fisher picks that out. Dribbles around cleverly.
Good footwork here, but losing the ball a little bit now.
Throwing to BG.
A couple of them have it, though.
There's Eli Shope again. So a lot of freshmen tonight, and not just in not just in a blowout mode. They were in early. They were involved in the buildup of goals, and so I think. Again, good sign that we're seeing so many freshmen and sophomore playing and playing well with the senior class too, the juniors.
For sure.
Good meshing, good communication. Can tell they're getting reps and getting time and practice together. Still going to press, and now look at that ball. Sits up nicely for the Falcons. And then takes a fortunate bounce for the Mastodons.
Foul's going to be called. It's going to be quickly taken. And just kind of pass it on the back maybe. I don't know. I mean, they haven't really pushed the ball up much.
I wonder how many Falcons it would take to take down a Mastodon. I guess 11. I guess that's.
I guess that's the most logical answer.
I'm just counting
what
our
we've seen here tonight.
just counting our guys on the field.
Now we got a little bit of a chance
Break
here.
here and look for
Through
the.
ball, but nice job.
There
of
you
getting
go,
over
picked out.
and getting that ball.
I believe that was Colin Iverson again. We haven't said his name a lot. He's come on late. He's going to get dapped up by Anthony and say, hey, good job. I see you out there.
Now a corner kick. Well, this is only the second corner kick that we've gotten from Purdue-Fort Wayne tonight. So we'll see what they can do with it, and it's good practice for them as well. I mean, they still have games left to go here. Northern Kentucky next. They'll be traveling there. That's next Wednesday. They'll play Kentucky, or Northern Kentucky, excuse me. And do we have a goal?
No, I think it was out for another goal kick.
Okay, I
or
thought
a corner kick.
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
I thought it went in the net, but I guess it didn't. So we'll get another.
I was
corner
just
kick
counting
here.
our freshman play tonight, which we're at 5 right now.
Mhm.
And that ball's
He's gonna have a shot there, and he's got a chance, and now and he
sailed
just
over.
sailed
Wow, that
over
was
the
maybe
net.
the most threatening that Purdue-Fort Wayne has been with a minute left.
Yeah, and you can see this is disappointment there for Purdue-Fort Wayne. They really wanted to get that one. And now we're under a minute left to go in this game. 45 seconds left to go, and
So I think you spoke to it, but the BG will be at home this Saturday, senior night, versus West Virginia.
Yes.
So we'd love
West Virginia.
to see everyone out here or watch online.
Yep.
Free as always, family friendly, and we'll be here on YouTube as well. We'll hope for a little warmer weather, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to
I
be.
mean, I think we're finally getting into that
where it's just
winter.
cold all the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been kind of lucky here
Yeah,
at in October. Pretty warm October for the most part, and
it has.
now getting to the cooler weather, but
And we're getting the countdown here. 10 seconds left, and Anthony will come up and take that one down. The
they're
last
gonna
touch
get
of the
clean
game.
sheet.
So we're so happy that you watched today.
Yep.
Falcons get that 4-0 goal, 4-0 victory. Shane, it was a pleasure working with you for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and
pleasure
we'll
as well.
be back on Saturday. So
Yeah.
thanks, and go Falcons.
Yeah, go Falcons.